Just wondering where my coffee was. It was in here the whole time. All right. Hi, everybody. Let's see if I can be heard and somewhat seen. Yeah, well, I know you can hear me. Nobody's talking to you. All right. Hi, you're such a sweetheart. All right, YouTubers. Do we have sounds? I assume we have sounds. Where's my, maybe I can take a look and see if I can see some sounds. Oh yeah, it looks like we got sounds. All right. Well, you're hearing something. Hopefully it sounds like me. Good. Okay. So, Mewsbag for today. It's, again, there's not, there's some big news, obviously. We've had mom cat and kittens, I think, since the last time we talked. So a lot has happened. But I think you already know all that. Just to go over it, this is our mom cat. This is Scribbles, and she is from West Virginia. And she came here with 5 little kittens that she's already delivered, which you can see right there in her box, which is behind the camera that you see me on, so that's why I pointed that way. It's over there. And they are all super wonderful, healthy little babies, and visually distinct, each of them, which is also nice. And I'll go over their names with you in just a minute, but before we do that, I still need to get a post office box. I'm aware that that's pending, and it's on my list of things to do. So now that we actually have kittens, it'll get a little more important. I actually had to order some receiving blankets myself, which is something that I haven't had to do, I think, since we started. You guys send us so many. We've just had tons of them. But most of those didn't make the move after all, and so we were a little short on them, it turns out, and I had to scramble and buy some myself, which felt strange. It felt strange to do, since you guys have taken such good care of us all along in that regard, among others, you know. So, anyway. Oh, speaking of things that I bought, I also bought a rug for the room. So let's take a look here. I figured mailbag, we might as well open something, right? So I came in here earlier and mopped the floor. And I thought we could put down a slightly nicer rug. I don't know if this is going to work out. It was really cheap, but it was it's like a marshmallow bed material for the bed, for the blanket rug. Thank you for the rug. And according to the reviews on Amazon anyway, it still, despite being the marshmallow bed material, it holds up and is stiff enough to actually vacuum. So if it does, then it's perfect. It's great. That would be a perfect rug for in here. So we'll see. It's supposed to wash just fine in the washing machine because it's so floppy, but also be just barely stiff enough to vacuum. If that's true, it's a rug for us. So we'll see. I actually bought a couple. I bought a sort of a greenish. They describe it as mint green. I think it's more sort of like a teal sort of color that I wanted to put in here, but that one hasn't arrived yet. So we'll start here. Here we go. It looks kind of cool with the boxes, the checkers in it from being folded, but that's not going to last. It's a neat look, though. All right. So now we have a rug. That's pretty nice. That'll be a cool rug for the kittens. I bet they'll love it. I'm just trying to smooth it out a little bit. Not bad, not bad. I also brought in some adhesive rug corners just in case I wanted to try to make it stay in place a little better. So let me see how it does without those to start with, and then I'll get some if we need it. Hang on one sec. Now, you know, Jumper is still looking for her adopter. She's running around the house right now, which is why she's not on the stream. But I wired this room, and I took the wireless cameras that we had in here, and I moved them over to the sunroom where Jumper's been living. So you should be able to see her on once in a while. She really needs to find an adopter. She is such a sweetheart. She's the snuggliest thing now. She's really starting to come into her own. She's still kind of a scaredy cat and will, you know, sort of run away from things initially, but she just loves snuggling. And when you pick her up, she puts her head and like digs her head right into you like she's just hanging on, and I just love it. It's really sweet. So, all right, let me see. Where did I put my phone so I can actually see? There we go. Take a look and we can see whether or not the kittens are visible. Where should I hold these kittens so we can look at them together? Well, I'm not entirely sure. But let's weigh them and see if we can actually weigh them together for Mailbag. And while we're weighing them, we'll get their names and maybe get a better look at them a little bit. Let's just see what we can do. Okay. So, I guess we'll use the zoom camera on this. Let's see how that looks. So, how are all of you while we're doing this? Good, I hope? Alright, well, I see some banding on there from the lights, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm not going to do anything, that's what. I'm surprised the camera doesn't automatically compensate for that a little better. Okay, well, let's name and weigh some babies. I'm going to try to do it without looking at the cheat sheet. Let's just see if I can remember who everybody is and get it right the first time. So, we're going to go in birth order. Oh, I'm not trying not look at the cheat sheet that's in the box. Try not to anyway. So this is our first one, and this is Manifesto, little boy Manifesto. Our tuxie weighs 6.1 plus whatever mom's putting on the scale. 6.1 ounces today. Hi, this is little Manifesto, and you can see he's an adorable little tuxie style. He's got a cute little black spot on his chin. You see that? That's going to be adorable. Yeah, I know. I hear you, buddy. No, I do hear you. You're very cute. There you go. Sit right there. You got it. You got it, yeah. So none of them have their eyes open yet. I know it kind of looks that way. They get some shadows here and there. But they could be opening them soon if they're going to be early. Usually it takes closer to, a couple weeks, a week and a half. So we'll see. So this is the other boy. There's two boys in this group. The first one there was Manifesto, and this one is Brochure. Or Man and Bro, I guess. He weighs 6.3 ounces. Little Brochure. 6.3. And he is a fuzzy little boy right now. Hi, pal. Hi. What are you thinking? I don't know how well he's on camera there, but I'm trying. Okay. I know. So he's orange with just a little bit of white. And wow, he's belly. They've got huge bellies, these kids. That's good. Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay, sit on down. There you go. See, you got this. And then we have our girl, Sonnet. This is little Sonnet. She weighs 5.7. She's a little lighter than the boys. 5.7 for Sonnet. And you can see she is white with orange. But she's got a lot more white than orange, so that's how you can tell her apart from her brother easily. She looks like she's looking around. She puts a lot of expression into her face and like moves her eyes, sort of squeezes them, squints, but they're not open yet. It's all just face moving. She's going to be very expressive, though, I bet. So that's Sonnet. And then we have our two torties. Where is the darker one? Is Lore. Up here. Lore is the one that looks just like Mom. Come here. I say just like Mom. The markings aren't exactly the same, but she is a white and tortie sort of color. So technically calico, I guess, but white, tortie with white is how I would describe her. And she's 6.1 ounces, and she's got just this beautiful little red spot on her head, this little orange spot, and this face markings that are so intricate and beautiful. I think she's going to just be a real stunner when she gets bigger. So that's Lore, She looks just like, she's same coloration as her mom overall, is what I would say. So real pretty. Also a big belly on her. There we go. And then finally, there we go, we have Haiku. And Haiku has the same coloration, but the dilute, so it's not black, it's more gray. And the orange is going to be muted as well. 5.7 ounces here, 5.7 for this little girl. Haiku, anyway, she is a dilute, and again, I would say, I'd probably call her a dilute Tory because of the way she's colored, but she has the white, so I guess that's technically calico. She's complaining a little bit. Yeah, I know. She's the one that looks like she's got her eyes open the most of all, doesn't she? But she doesn't have them open at all. Does she? Is there a tiny little bit? No, I don't think there is. I think it's all just illusion. Illusion, Michael. So, yeah, nothing open yet. But like I said, it would be super early. I think the average is something like 10 days. And they're, what, 3 days old today? 4 days old? Something like that. Right in there. Their fur is so perfect and soft, fuzzy. It's thick too. So I think maybe they're all going to be long hairs. I don't know how to tell when they're this age. It's really just a guess. But they do all have very fuzzy little furs right now. So that's everybody. Let's see. We talked about, obviously, new kittens, new mom. We talked about Jumper still needs an adopter, and you'll see her around. And we've got to get her adopted. She's got to find the right person. She is just such a wonderful cat. I know it's on me probably just for not showing that enough. I really need to let you guys see how wonderful she is. Show, not tell, I suppose. So I'll try to make an effort to do that, but she's always being cute when I can't catch it on camera. Like, you know, when I pick her up and I'm snuggling her, there's not really any good way for me to film that. But she's really cute about it. I'll see what I can come up with. Maybe I can do more of that in front of the cameras now that she's got cameras in her room. And then the last news, of course, is that this coming weekend, so a week from today, DJ and I will be out of town for our one-day vacation. It's just a quick 2 nights, 1 day jaunt to a national park, and we will just go and be right back. But while we are gone, the scooters will be watching things here, so you will see some of them. And I will most likely turn the sound off while they're here just so they don't have to deal with that, worry about what's audible and what's not. I'd rather give them that peace of mind for those couple of days. So most likely the sound will be off while they're here, but the cameras will still be rolling. You'll be able to watch the kittens and probably see some of them interacting. There obviously will be no mailbag next week for that reason. That's it. Next weekend, no mailbag. We won't even be here, but the stream will be going. You'll be able to keep an eye on the kittens with the scooters, and then after that, everything will be back to normal. DJ starts her job after that. That week is going to be the first week of her job. So coming right up, the thing we moved here for is finally happening. She's enjoyed her time off. Actually, that's kind of a lie. She's hated her time off because she's one of those people that's got to be doing something, and she's not. I don't think like making up tasks is sufficient to satisfy that urge. So I think she's really got to be working to be super happy about it. So she's going to be really thrilled to be going back to work. I see you hissing at me. What, am I talking too much? Huh? I saw that complaint. Little sonnet. All right. Well, hey, thanks, guys. That was basically our mailbag. We had one thing to open this week. I'll get you guys a post office box as soon as I can. No mailbag next week. Somebody's got to adopt Jumper, and we got some cute little tiny kittens here. Sonnet is the biggest complainer of this group, and she's complaining right now. Come here. You're going to get kisses now. No, you're going to get kisses. You're going to get right up close with me. This is what you get for all that complaining. Yeah, now who you gonna hiss at, huh? Huh? Let me try it again. That's what I thought. There you go. All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody. I'm gonna leave you guys here with the kittens, and I'm gonna turn that camera back around too. No point in having it facing this way now, is there? Do that before we forget. There we go.